Today, you guys, we have a very special guest. Please introduce yourself to everybody.
I am who they refer to as Handjob Genie. I am a pleasure coach who specializes in hand job instruction.
Where are you from and how did you get started, like being in the entertainment and massage therapy aspect?
So I'm from Orlando, Florida. I'm a native Floridian, which is not many of us around here. You know, people like to move here from everywhere because of the weather. So I got started back in 2009 into the adult entertainment industry when the market crashed, when we had our last recession. I was in the real estate industry, and it took a dive, and I had to pivot out of that. And unfortunately, I ended up placing an ad on Craigslist and for body rubs, and the phone never stopped ringing.
That's good business though, okay?
Yeah.
And how has your business been thriving so far ever since you posted that ad?
So eventually I did go to massage school and got my massage therapy license because I found out that I did have a natural skill for touch, which people don't realize that definitely a skill too. Just like an artist, a painter, a singer, you know, everybody doesn't have the gift of being able to touch people in a healing and therapeutic manner. So after doing body rubs for a while, I ended up enjoying the process, and I decided to go ahead and get my massage license. And that was in 2010. So it's been about 13 years since I got into the industry.
How did you get your name so well known out there? Like, were you doing promotions? Was it just based off of Craigslist? Like, how were you getting your clientele to move up and up and up?
So, really, Backpage was how I got my client. Initially, Craigslist and Backpage was how I got my license. So, in around 2017, 2018 is when I moved and pivoted into the educational side of what I'm good at.
Right.
So, around 2018, I think, is when I started calling myself Handjob Genie, and I did my first instructional video, 15 strokes, mind-blowing hand jobs.
That is crazy. 15 strokes and that's it. I know they was lining up at the door trying to get that special.
Well, the 15 strokes is not 15 literal strokes, but it's I created my own set of hand job techniques. So the 15 strokes video just highlights 15 of my strokes that I created. People hear that and they assume that it's 15 literal,
right,
you know, strokes. But no.
Well, speaking of techniques and different strokes, I saw on your page that you also stimulate women and men. So what is the difference between the two, and like what are the different techniques that you use for the men versus the women?
As far as the men goes, that's obvious, which is I use my hands to provide pleasure to the genital area. The penis on the man, balls as well. You don't want to leave those out. And for women, I also use your hands for stimulating the clitoris as well as the vulva and the labia. The difference between that and fingering is kind of self-explanatory. Some of the techniques, I would need to have a prop to show the techniques, which, by the way, let me mention I am teaching my first seminar at Erotic this next Friday on the 14th.
Yes.
In Miami.
Yes.
Yep. This is their very first hand job seminar, and I'm super excited that I was selected to do that class.
You have a product line called Love Below that features fun, sexy, and all natural intimacy products. But can you tell us about the world-known Tap Out Pleasure? How do y'all pronounce that?
Pleasure Elixir.
Yeah, Pleasure Elixir.
About Love Below. I launched the brand. I actually started the brand during the pandemic when we were all locked in, and I had nothing. We had nothing but time. So I had been wanting to work on products for a while, but I never had the time to do it. So I took that opportunity to, research, mix, just mixing things until I found the recipes and formulas that people love now. So Tap Out is it comes in a spray or a like a cream. So you apply it for the man, you apply it to his penis and massage it in. For the woman, you apply it to her clitoris and her labia as well, and on the outside of the vagina. So what it does, it increases the circulation. So for the man, obviously that means he's gonna have more firmness or more stamina, more.
Is it kind of like the KY jelly, or is it like icy hot? Like, does it burn? Does it freeze?
No, it doesn't have the warming or cooling effect because there's no chemicals in it to give you that feeling. So it's all natural essential oil infused. It does have CBD oil in it as well to help with circulation, but you won't feel any of the warming or cooling effects.
Okay, that sounds like a product people need to try out.
Yeah,
especially for stamina for the guys. That sounds like an interesting product. I'm gonna have to check that one out. Would you say that being, Handjob Genie, you saved some relationships, you saved some marriages, you brought some spark back to people's relationships?
I definitely believe that I'm performing a community service.
Yeah.
I know that sounds crazy to people, but I do feel like I'm providing something that is beneficial to relationships. Some of my clients, they come in and express that they're not getting anything at home or not enough. And I kind of appreciate them coming to get a massage as opposed to having an affair or, grabbing a prostitute or something, to really harm their relationship. So in that aspect, I can appreciate that decision making.
Well, let's jump into the juicy questions. Now, I did some digging and I seen some of your clients were actually in relationships. Some of them were like celebrities. So, we just want to get the tea. Like, have you seen any celebrities so far that I seen somebody posted? So, I don't want to say nobody's name, but how do you handle celebrity clients that are in a relationship? Do you keep their secret? Do you know that they're cheating? Like, what's your aspect on that?
Everything I do is strictly confidential. I mean, I'm not in the business of outing people or trying to get them in trouble or embarrass them.
Now, the one that I seen in your clientele list, I saw him recently posted on the Shade Room and he was kissing his girl. Do you think his girl knows that he's going to these sessions? Is his girl okay with him, going to the Handjob Genie? Does she know he's going to the Handjob Genie? Like,
so in his defense, I think you're talking about the one who lives in Orlando.
Yes.
And who likes basketball, shoes, and cougars. That
Come
one?
on. That's the one. That's
So,
the one.
that's
That's
the
like,
one.
I just saw you kissing old girl, but does she know where you be at and where you be going?
In his defense, I have not seen him since they publicly announced their relationship. I haven't seen him. So I cannot.
At least he trying to keep it on the hush.
I don't know if he's seeing somebody else.
Right.
But I know he is a little, you know, he a rolling stone.
Yeah.
So
he loved the genie.
He loved the genie. Oh, the genie loved him too.
Oh, come on. That's clientele. All my clients.
Yes, he's I can't say he's a very respectful young man. His daddy, his parents raised him very respectful, and I appreciate him for, you know, treating me respectfully when we do see each other. He has a nice package, so I understand why.
Say that. What it look like? What it look like?
I understand why that cougar is on his ass.
Yeah.
It's not just the money. They saying up something about a trust fund, but it ain't just a trust fund.
Right.
He very, his daddy blessed him in both ways. Definitely.
Like I'd rather them come to the Handjob Genies than go to a prostitute off the street.
Absolutely. Right. Your man could be calling Handjob Genie or somebody else, you know, in the city that he's in, who provides erotic massages or, you know, erotic services. Yeah, that's why
she better hit up the stuff.
Learn techniques and get these products.
No, keep them. Being an entertainment pleasure coach and just being a massage therapist, how far along do you see yourself in this business? Is this something that you can see yourself doing like 10 more years from now, or you're just like, this is like a side hustle?
Currently working on a certification class to teach women how to, you know, give hand jobs to their partner, or even if they want to make a business out of it. They learn the techniques as well as the proper way to do hand jobs as well, because there's some things besides just having a good technique. So I'm working on the certification. I'm also working on I was doing girls parties, well, I call them stroke your man parties before the pandemic, and for birthdays, bachelorette parties and things like that, girls nights in, where they learn that, you know, the fun night. Yeah. They learn techniques, have fun with the girls, and have food and drinks or whatever. That's something that I can see myself doing long term. I'm focusing more on the products now, as well as the education. So you'll be seeing me doing a lot more seminars and speaking engagements as well.
Is there any person in the future that you would love to stimulate and work with, celebrity-wise, or just a man around the block-wise?
So overall, I would say probably Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates, that's going to be an interesting one, because that ain't going to be no class. That's going to be a whole hour session. He's going to be trying to teach you things, tell you things that he knows. You know,
that's kind of why I chose him, because he's on this spiritual path, and I like his positivity, and I'd like to think that what I do is also healing work as well. So he's definitely, I would love to do a session with him. I think he would really appreciate it.
What advice would you give to anybody coming up in the game that wants to do intimacy massages, that wants to just start their own business?
As far as the adult entertainment industry, I would say don't do anything that you're not comfortable doing right out the gate. Don't even start it. You know, set your boundaries and stick with it. I see a lot of ladies, and then it becomes a lifestyle, and it just transitions into out of control, you know, where they're full on escorts, which I support sex workers 100%. So, but it comes with so many psychological challenges. That's why you see a lot of them getting on drugs, drinking a lot, because they have to cope with being overly sexualized, you know, day in and day out. If they don't come back, they just ain't meant for me. They just ain't gonna come back, you know. But at least I feel good after he leaves. Also, if you're gonna do erotic type of body rubs or massages, I would say to definitely have a passion for it, because people could feel that you're just going through the motions. You know, you just they could tell that you're
paying for like an experience.
Right. And I think that's the reason why I've been so successful and been around so long, is because I'm really focusing on this person. I don't have my phone on. I'm not distracted. I'm literally only focused on this person and making sure they get the best experience possible. If you don't have a passion for it, I wouldn't even suggest you just get into it for the money, because you're not gonna make it.
Right. What's next for you? I know you said the seminar. Do you have any new products for Love Below? And where can we find you on all your social media platforms?
I'm working on a water-based version of Tap Out, as well as a lotion type version of Tap Out. And those are the two things that I'm working on right now with Love Below. Also, Love Below is going to be on Amazon soon. Very, very, very soon. Okay. Love Below is going to be on Amazon. Working on getting it in stores. I see new partnerships coming, and I'm excited where it goes.
I can't wait to review one of your products too.
Definitely make sure you get a little bundle.
Yes.
I definitely want to hear your input, your feedback on it.
Yes.
Social media on all platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter is at Love Below Intimates, and Handjob Genie is at Handjob Genie 2.0, because I've had 3 pages disabled.
Yeah, I already know how they be playing about that.
Like, for no reason. OnlyFans at Handjob Genie. Facebook at Handjob Genie. Snapchat and Instagram is Handjob Genie 2.0.
Well, thank you again for coming on here. It was so nice
you.
to know you, know more about your business, and thank you again for coming on and just having this conversation with me.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Look forward to
Yes, and I cannot wait to review these products.
Yes, you will be getting a package. When we get off this call, you're going to have to send me your information.
Thank you.
Okay.
So much again.
You're welcome. Talk to you soon.